Triathlon has helped me find my power within because it's opened my eyes to a world that I never knew existed. Hi, my name is Jack O'Neill. I'm a 17-year-old triathlete and swimmer from Colorado Springs. I've been facing health challenges pretty much my whole life. I was born with legs that my left leg didn't grow at the same rate as my right leg, and it was always smaller, underdeveloped. My knee didn't work and I had clubbed foot. Pretty much from right when I was born, I was going through surgeries to try and fix those deformities. And when I was 9, I decided that I'd had enough and that it would be better for me to just amputate my left leg. I wanted to be an athlete probably because that's what all of my friends did. It's what my brother did. With 2 legs, I just wasn't able to do that. And so after my amputation, it was like a world had been opened to me that I'd been wanting to get into for so long. And I was so thankful to have that opportunity and to be able to play with my friends and be like a normal kid, you know, like not have any limitations to hold me back. So I found triathlon through Dare to Try Paratriathlon Club. They came to our local YMCA when I lived in Rockford, Illinois, and they did a small camp for people with disabilities. My dad took me and I went for the day and I met Melissa Stockwell. She showed me how she runs and swims and bikes, and it was really inspiring to me, and I wanted to be like her. And I knew I had the swimming part down, I just needed to learn how to bike and how to run better. She got me to go to another kids camp through Dare to Try, where I did my first triathlon in a hand cycle and a racing wheelchair. By the end of the summer, I made it a goal to race my next season of triathlon on a stand-up bike and my running leg. Luckily, USA Triathlon has been super helpful to me and has helped me be the first disabled athlete to compete at youth nationals, high school nationals, and para-nationals.
He's been part of our youth national championship. He was a high school national championship, and now he's competing as an elite. Great job.
It was a great experience. I've said it 100 times before. I think triathlon is the best community of people, and so I'm so glad Melissa got me into that. I can't even put it into words. She's been more than helpful. She's been a huge impact on my life, and I'm forever grateful for her. I mean, first, just getting me into triathlon and the sport that I love and opening my eyes to a great community of people. She's been a mentor in everything that I do, really. She's someone who I can look up to, and I'm glad that I'm able to call her a coach, a mentor, and a friend. My favorite part about triathlon is definitely the people that I meet and get to race with and going to camps. It's the best social group that I'm a part of, for sure. There's people that I've met that I know I'll be friends with forever, and every time there's a camp that comes up, I'm always wanting to get into it, meet new people, and help other people too. That's one thing that I've started to take on as now somewhat of a veteran para-triathlete, even though I'm only 17 years old. I've been doing it for 7 years. So I love going to camps and helping new beginner para-triathletes, regardless of their age or ability, to help them learn the sport of triathlon and help them get the tools that they need, because I know there was someone there to help me do the same. I'm happy to be one of the next generation of para-triathletes, and I'm happy to be one of the first generation of youth para-triathletes. And I think it's super cool to see the growth in the youth side. It's awesome to show up to races and to not be the only youth para-triathlete. And I want that to continue, and I want to show up and see youth para-triathletes and make it a normal. My favorite is when I see another little kid who's an amputee. It's one of my favorite experiences because I was like that kid at one point, and you don't see people who look like you, and I think representation is so important. And so it makes me really excited when I see another amputee who is just like a normal kid and is looking for someone else who's like them to look up to. I grew up being kind of the only youth disabled athlete that I knew, and so triathlon has opened my eyes to a community of athletes that I never knew existed, and I'm so glad I'm a part of. For people who are looking to get into the sport and are hesitant and think they might not be able to do it, I would say just go for it, trust yourself, and you're gonna love it. I've never met someone who's done a triathlon and been like, wow, I'd never want to do that again. Like, triathlon, it's an addictive sport, and you just have to get into it.
what makes Kent Denver Athletics unique is that we're able to meet everybody at their needs. What we really want to do, if you are a high Division I aspirational kid, there's a place for you here. If you're a Division III athlete in college, there's a place for you here. If you're somebody who just loves to play sports and be active, there's a place for you here, and that goes 6 to 12.
So Kent Denver offers a wide range of sports, but also you can do yoga or mountain biking or rock climbing. There is a way to be active at Kent Denver because we promote health and wellness.
It's an amazing experience, and even if you aren't at the best abilities of that sport, or you're new to a sport or trying out a new sport, there's always a place for you and people that are welcoming you. No one really feels left out with having all of that variety.
Athletics not only allows you to make friends, it's just great for my mental health as well, because I'm able to do my academics but also get a good exercise in every day after school.
The facilities at Kent Denver are amazing, and it starts with our outdoor facilities. We have 12 playing fields, and from our upper fields all the way down to our 2 turf fields. Inside we have 3 fully sized gymnasiums, 1 competition gym and then 2 other auxiliary gyms. And for our 6 to 12 program during the winter season, we use every inch of those facilities.
So when I came to do my visit day in 8th grade, these tennis courts hadn't been built, so they're brand new. They've only been here since about 2018. And I think the coolest thing is actually we have a blue tennis court with kind of this red clay mold outside. So it kind of looks like the colors of Kent as well.
The campus in general is beautiful, and inside, probably behind me, you can see the gyms are super nice.
Day by day! Day by day! We get better! We get better! You can't be beat! You can't be beat! Won't be beat! Won't be beat!
For the player and the family that says, listen, we want you to push us because we want to ultimately play in college. Can you take us there? Undeniably, yes. If somebody comes into this facility, we say, read the walls. The walls are our resume. All the district title championships and all the league titles that we've won and the Elite Eights and the Final Fours and the state title. We are here for the elite athlete and the elite basketball player. However, we are also aware that there are students here that are really good basketball players, but their desire to play at the next level, it's not there for them.
I think the best thing about being a part of Kent Denver Athletics is that there's an opportunity for every kid, no matter what sport they like, what level they're at, they're able to find a spot for themselves.
Because it's a smaller school, the friendships you make on the field really translate into the friendships you have off the field.
The thing that I really enjoyed was having these bonds with seniors, because as a freshman it's pretty intimidating walking around all these people who have been there for 4 years. And once I connected with these seniors, it made it a lot less intimidating, which really allowed me to be welcomed in. But just having these bonds allowed me to feel more comfortable and welcomed into the community.
You're not just a football player. You're not just a volleyball player. Our basketball players are 3-sport athletes, but also members of the physics club or members of other groups, so that to fill this arena, it is friendships from all different areas. We really are in this together.
One thing about the coaches here at Kent Denver is that they really care about you, not just within the sport and within practices and games, but also outside. They care about how you're doing in school and want to make sure that you have the resources you need.
Getting a chance to get to know each of the kids and the relationships that we have. Being a 6th grade teacher here at Kent Denver, I get to see most of the kids when they're 11 and 12 years old. It's such a pleasure to be able to see what they've become after they leave Kent Denver.
the community rallies around our sports. We really are proud of Kent Denver Athletics. We are really proud of our coaches and really proud of our kids. You know, from filling gyms to filling DSO Field on a Saturday afternoon, people have great pride and a great sense of pride in everything that we do. To be a part of a community like Kent Denver is really special. And when I'm talking to the incoming families, one thing that we always talk about is our relationships with the kids, and what separates us is our community. And we're gonna love your kid, and we're gonna know who your kid is, whether again, they're the best athlete or they're just somebody who enjoys being involved.
Mental Health Awareness Month is a part of my every single day, not only here at Kent, but outside of Kent as well. On a large macro scale, it's about destigmatizing mental health and bringing awareness to what people experience every single day as part of their daily lives and the struggles that they go through and the resiliency that they have. On a micro scale here at Kent, we as a counseling team, as a wellness team, work so hard to get in front of every single student here and get ourselves known and destigmatize it here as well, in making it a very commonplace thing that it's okay to talk about whatever is going on for you and whatever you need to work through.
What I love most about Kent Denver is I truly believe that every day is Mental Health Awareness Day here. We have a fantastic team of counselors and learning specialists, advisors and deans, everybody with a focus on the mental health of young people. This is a community that I'm so proud of, and this is work that is never ending and really exciting and certainly impactful.
Mental Health Awareness Month is very meaningful to me, and I think it should be for, people all around the world. People from any identity, any culture experience mental health struggles, and I think that, it's something that goes unnoticed in today's world, and it's something that should be brought to the surface. I think as a student athlete, it's really tough because, we're juggling so much with school and sports, and so to take a step back and to understand that, my mental health is a priority, my well-being is a priority, because at the end of the day, understanding why I'm living and feeling a purpose on this earth is what really gets us to tomorrow.
Of the many things Mental Health Awareness Month is about, it's about the recognition that some injuries are invisible. As a culture, it's easy for us to recognize when someone has a broken arm or a boot on their leg or some other physical injury that's easy to see. But Mental Health Awareness Month reminds us that many of us live with injuries that you cannot see, and mental health challenges like anxiety and depression that show up for different people in very different ways. I think Mental Health Awareness Month is a reminder that kindness costs us nothing, that we never know what somebody might be going through invisibly, and that the least that we could do for each other every single day is just share words of kindness and to assume kind intent in everything that people do.
I'm Molly Hayes, and I'm 86 years old, and I am proud to be a triathlete still. I have done 334 triathlons. I love entering and knowing I have a goal. I never ever really feel like, oh, I'm just going to sit down here and read a book. I love reading books, but I never take that time. It would just make me feel like a slug. So once I enter an event, then I've got a couple more in my sights that I want for goals. It's always 3, so you can get national ranking. And I'm going to do 3 come hell or high water. I try and get a bike in every day. I probably get maybe 3 miles of swimming a week. Running twice a day, shorter distance. Like I still do 2 miles in the morning and I try 2.8 at night. And so running is just natural to me. Set a little triathlon plan in your head. And if you can only do the swim one day, then do the bike and the run the next day. My gosh, you can do it. Just get out there and try it. Oh, I love, I love crossing the finish line. And I never am very fast in the run at all. but I can always muster up and try to sprint in a little bit. To me, it's sprinting. To anybody else, it's like, that isn't even a 12-minute pace, but to me, it's faster than I've been going. So it's the excitement of finishing, and it never matters, you know, where I finish. The swim, bike, and run, it just has a spirit of its own. If you're a triathlete and you've never seen each other before, but you're a triathlete, there's this instant smile and friendliness and interest. I won't quit until my body tells me I have to quit, because my brain isn't going to tell me to quit yet.
Hi, I've never been up here before, and I'm sorry if I start to cry. Hello, Kent Denver community. My name is Sam. I'm a graduating senior, and my favorite color is purple. In autumn, I was sick with the flu, bad enough to where we visited the doctor. They checked for bronchitis via x-ray, and by luck, the doctor noted an abnormal arch in the back of my chest. On January 18th, 2023, the CAT scan showed a softball-sized tumor in my chest, directly behind my heart. After surgery, a PET scan, and another CAT scan, I was formally diagnosed with stage 2B lymphatic cancer, specifically Hodgkin's lymphoma. At first, I could only focus on the negatives. Any form of cancer in Americans under the age of 20 is so rare, there are only 15,000 diagnoses a year. Only 1,000 of these are Hodgkin's lymphoma. I questioned, why me? Why was I the one that had to be diagnosed with such a rare disease? But as I researched, I realized that although Hodgkin's is rare, it has a 90 to 95% survival rate for children my age at my stage. My attitude began to change the more I became level-headed and informed. Then I decided to do something I now know is vitally important: be vulnerable. I asked for help. I told people about my diagnosis unflinchingly because, unfortunately, it is a part of my identity now. And most importantly, the second I asked for help, every single person I know was by my side. Facing cancer head-on has and continues to make me a better person. The color purple is now a part of me, a facet of myself that proves I still have more to give to this world and that I will overcome this disease. My classmates who wear purple for me remind me of the incredible support system I never realized I had until now. And my purple cancer bracelet on my wrist reminds me every day that I need to cherish life because it is such an incredible thing that we often take for granted. Prior to my diagnosis, I never realized just how deeply my friends and family care for me, or how beautiful snow in Colorado is. Sorry. I never realized how cute my dog is when she jumps up and down, and how freeing it can be to just roll your windows down on the highway. While I'm sad to say cancer is what has inspired me to live my best life, I am happy for the change for the better. I think everyone needs a bit of purple in their lives. It doesn't matter if you find joy in cats or video games or cars. It just matters that you cherish what is around you and the great people who support you. Thank you to my friends for shaving and dyeing their hair in solidarity. Thank you to all of my classmates who stepped up to bring us food, presents, and wear purple every Tuesday. Thank you to my entire family who put their lives on hold to care for me. And thank you, Kent Denver, for giving me endless support.
Colorado Mesa as a whole, we're a really small school, but campus is owned by athletes. And so it's just nice walking around campus and seeing like track and field or football or triathlon and just everyone's into sports, so you aren't alone here. But I think people are starting to understand what we do more now, and they see us riding around on campus and pushing ourselves at the track, and the swimmers see us in the pool every morning kicking it. So I think they realize that we're some pretty strong athletes on campus. Hi, I'm Savannah Leedy, and I'm a sophomore on the Colorado Mesa Triathlon team. Last year, for sure, it was the first year where there was more of us on the team, and they'd see the t-shirts and be like, oh, we have a triathlon team? It's like, yeah! Everyone's starting to recognize us a little bit more on campus.
The more bragging rights is just to people outside who don't know the sport as much, and that's what's cool, is because when people don't know about it and when we talk about it, they're intrigued and they're interested and they're always amazed. They're always like, how can you do that? Why do you do that? Like, and we don't know. It's insane. I don't know why we do it, but we always end up coming back, and it's just the challenge, the dedication, and the hard work that we put in. It's just the fact that it's so rewarding. That's why we're here.
Let's go! Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're in the pool in the morning at 5:45, and we just recently switched our practices to Tuesday, Thursdays in the mornings too. And those are usually like a swim, bike, brick, or like a run. And then we have weights at 4 o'clock in the afternoons on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well.
We're all really close in age, especially coming in as like a third-year team. It's a new program, so we all came in new, and we've all built the team up from zero.
We're really fun. We all have different personalities, but we all mesh together somehow.
The people on my tri team, you know, we're not just a team, we're a family too. We do everything together. We train together, eat together, do homework together, maybe take classes together.
We see it as a family endeavor. You know, they're spending up to 20 hours a week together, doing hard things. And when you do hard stuff with other people, there's a bond that forms that's pretty unique.
People definitely can be very hardcore about it because it is an intense sport, but you know, when you get together with a group of girls like these, you can't help but having fun.
Coming from New Zealand was a struggle. I was scared that I wasn't going to be able to make friends or have the people by my side, but I've discovered within the 7 weeks of just being here that they've all got my back, including the coaches, so it's more like a family.
Being able to let loose a little and just rely on your teammates and have a different conversation like at practice that you normally wouldn't have in the classroom, or like your roommate or something like that. Like, we have some crazy conversations when we're out biking, and you just completely forget about everything else that's going on in your life at that time.
This is an actual thing, and it's a competitive thing for women, and I really like the fact that it's a women's sport in general because it's really empowering, and I feel like it's motivating, and it shows other teams that, hey, we're up there, we're able to compete with y'all, we have 3 events in one, and it's something that it's hard, and it's something to a challenge, but definitely fun and amazing to accomplish. It's so rewarding afterwards.
It's such an honor to be here, and I feel so blessed to be surrounded by everyone that I am, because I know everyone's working towards the same goals as me, and everyone's supporting each other too, and it brings us all together a lot.
I would definitely encourage anyone who has done triathlons or enjoys them to talk to a college coach and see what your options are, because it's really, really fun and just a really unique experience to be in such an emerging sport.
These will be the poster children. They'll be writing stories about these women years from now as this sport begins to grow and blossom and develop. And I think there's a real sense that they're doing something different. They're doing something special that really matters, and that's, you know, that's going to make a difference for them individually and for the team and for the sport.